Welcome to this week's message. It's about creating things. Although at the end, I want to show you a little blooper about how I destroyed something. Anyway, thanks for being here. I'm not big into crafting. I mean, I made this mug once, and I also think I might have made this mug too. And I think I've got some other mugs around here. I don't really have a passion for crafting. I do have a passion for coffee mugs. Anyway, even though I don't consider myself much of a crafter, I like the idea of crafting. To me, crafting is like an invitation for amateur artists like me to just create. Grab some scraps of paper or some paints or some cheap ceramic supplies or whatever, and just go to town. We are all meant to create. I really believe that humans are creators, and I believe we can create whole worlds in each moment of our lives. Here's a fun fact. If you Google the phrase creation stories, you'll find a Wikipedia page with over 100 different creation myths that humans have been sharing for millions of years. We have been trying to make sense of the question, where did all of this come from, since the beginning of time? I've read articles by people much smarter than me who have pointed to the Bible and said that if you read close enough, you'll find over 20 different creation stories just inside that sacred book. Now, I'm not here to advocate for which creation story, myth, legend, or scientific theory is the one closest to some ultimate truth. I just love that we've been creating creation stories since we were created. If we take the Genesis story from the Hebrew Bible, there are two key lines that I love. First, there's the first one, Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Then a little later on, there's Genesis chapter 1, verse 27. So God created mankind in God's own image. In the image of God, God created them. Now, I'm about to throw out some pretty simple transitive property logic. But when I think about the Genesis creation story, the thing that strikes me is that God is a creator and God created humans in God's own image. So we are meant to keep creating. I think this is why we build things. This is why we explore. This is why we become entrepreneurs. This is why we write poetry and do crafts and sculpt the great statues. This is why we create. We are creators. And I often find myself asking, what's the most important thing I can create right now? When I ask that question, what's the most important thing I can create right now? I can't help but think the most important thing I can create at any given moment is a moment of real connection. I love to create moments. I think that's what we as humans are truly called to create. Moments of love, moments of care, moments of presence and compassion, moments of insight, moments of inspiration, moments of levity and fun, moments that could last in the hearts of the people around us forever. Our legacy is forged from the moments we make throughout our lives. By the way, I should welcome you to Between, the most open church on earth. Our church exists in the space between you and every person you encounter this week. You create our church in that space. We welcome and affirm absolutely everyone at Between, no matter your background, no matter your faith tradition, no matter what you've done or who you love or where you come from or what you believe or even if you believe. No matter what anyone else has told you about yourself, you are welcome here. So you know those mugs I showed you earlier? Those crafts that I did? I want to tell you something else about them. Each of those mugs were created as a part of some really special moment. They were all made when I was with a group of people that I cared about, and we all decided to go do some silly activity like make a craft together to entertain ourselves. But in doing so, we made memories that will last a lifetime. See, the mugs aren't what I really care about. It's the memories that I created that matter. That's the kind of thing we're meant to create. Every time we work hard to create moments that matter, we're creating whole worlds for ourselves to occupy. And those worlds, the worlds we create in those moments that matter alongside other people, those worlds transcend time and space. They last forever in the hearts of the people involved. At Between, we believe in each person's opportunity and responsibility to be co-creators of each moment. We have power over the momentary choices we make. We can take responsibility for our presence and contribution to each experience, interaction, encounter, conversation, in each moment in our lives. That might be our ultimate call as humans. To create a wonderful world to live in for ourselves and each person we encounter by creating moments. Will you join me now in the spirit of prayer? Today I pray for moments. May I create them and may I live deeply inside them. God of all creation, please stand beside me in each moment. Help me fill the space between myself and others with the love and light of the universe. I pray with all my heart to be a moment maker. Amen. Between is about you. Take this message into your life this week. Fill the space between you and other people with your sacred light. My favorite church is the space between people. Now go with God's love and create the church between. So the first time I recorded this sermon, I tried to do it at my home church, at Columbine United Church. And well, just take a look. I guess I should make a blooper reel at some point. Just grab some scraps or paints or markers or construction paper or ceramic supplies. Whoop!